Oh,
All right.
that one's on my end.
All right. Hi, I'm your host, Oralo, for It's Tejano Time.
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
And you're listening and watching Tejano Talk. Hey, Nemo. How's it going?
It's going good. What's up?
Oh, man. Hey, did you know last Thursday was my birthday?
Oh, happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Last Thursday?
Last Thursday was my birthday. This past October 3rd is my birthday.
Okay,
And I
well,
gave
happy
myself a
birthday.
gift.
Okay.
You know what I know? I gave myself 5 years. I'm 54 now.
Okay, nice. Okay. That way
Okay.
that works.
Yeah. Well, back in the 90s. No, no.
Really? Are we
Okay.
still
Okay.
talking
Okay.
about
Okay.
it?
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Uh, everybody, we were supposed to have Lucky Joe, but you know how they say
So
no.
what happened with him? What was his
What
excuse this
you know?
time? His
You,
dog
you,
died. His dog got eaten by the Haitians. What
yeah.
was his excuse?
You know what they used to say about Grupo Mas? No show Joe. Well,
Is
guess
this guy's a no-show Lucky Joe?
I guess so. I mean,
Wow.
I didn't. I don't know the story. You know, this is like the third time. So, hey, I wish him luck. Hopefully everything's okay. Because last time we booked him, he said he had a rough weekend, and so he wanted to get it all and say reschedule again. So he might have another rough weekend. I have no idea because he didn't call me back. He didn't respond at
Well,
all. So
we got a way better guest.
no show, Lucky Joe. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so yes, and Nemo, you came through. You know, you got a guest for us, and you know what? Okay, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but we got to take care of some business. So, you know what we got to do? Beg
Yep.
everybody to subscribe. Okay, hit that like button. Subscribe to YouTube. Nemo, do you have the YouTube app yet on your phone?
Almost, man. Go ahead.
Okay, come on, we got to do it. You know, what do you
I'm
expect
gonna be
everybody
number
else to
one
do?
K. I'm gonna be number one K.
Oh, we are getting close to 1,000. I think
Okay,
we're 800 or something. Oh, close to
got it.
800.
I'm gonna be number
We're
to 1,000.
793 subscribers. Okay, and
Thank
do
you.
you know that 80% of the people that watch us don't subscribe? So 20% of them subscribe. So we got a lot to make up. So if you like our programming, please subscribe. Tell your friends. What's that? You say Paco, Pancho Paco, Paco.
We have guests. We have a
Okay,
guest this
all
week.
right, all right, and let's see. And if you want to get a hold of me, Nemo, whoop. Okay, don't sit up. You're in punishment right now. Oh, you're gonna have to move that again. Email me at it's tahanotime at gmail.com because you know this guy's not gonna call email you back. All right. So okay, whoops. I'm programming now. You're too tall.
We're very professional here.
Yes, I know. Okay, so since this is your guest that you brought to the show, why don't you introduce him?
What? DJ
What?
Kane, KNON's very own DJ. I don't know. Does he have an intro at his gigs? I wonder. Wonder what he plays at
God, we
his
should have
shows on.
asked them about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should play that. I'm sure he has one of
All
those
right.
bad intros,
KNON.
badass intros.
Okay. Okay. Here is DJ Kane.
Brother man, look at
How
you
you,
do.
how you doing, my brother?
All good.
He's talking to
So do
you
you have
because
an
we just
intro
met.
whenever you
Generally,
start
generally,
off
I
your
come on
sets?
stage, grab the mic, and I'm like, "Hi guys, my name is DJ Kane. I'll be
Oh
your DJ
yeah?
tonight.
Come on.
Let's party."
You
Yeah.
don't have one of those cheesy intros? DJ Queen,
No,
Kano in.
turn off the
No?
loudspeaker.
DJ
No,
Kane.
I'll
Okay.
Oh,
pass.
okay. All right, cool.
I did
Hey,
want to say happy birthday, buddy.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure you
did,
got a
did
little
you
bit more
hear
than
what I
5 years
gifted
there.
myself? Did you hear what I gifted myself?
I'm pretty sure you got more than 5 years there.
Well, okay. Oh, well, back. Okay, I was gonna tell that story. Back in my 30s, my late 30s, people would
You're gonna
ask.
find out that this show's a lot about him.
Yeah, it's all about the
That's
buddy
He's
show.
gonna
I get
right.
start
it.
I'll give you
all
a
But
about
couple
I,
him.
those other
And
days.
I
right
used.
off the start, it's my birthday. Blah 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 blah.
All right.
Oh,
But
yeah.
people used to ask me my age, and I go, okay, if I was born in
No, nobody's
1970,
asking his age.
1970. Well, this is when I was dating.
Oh,
Back in the
okay.
day.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And I said, if I was born in 1970, I would be blah, 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 32. I said, oh, yeah, you're right. I wasn't born in 1970. But now I am. I
There you
gave
go.
myself 5 years, so now I'm born in
All
1970.
right. Well, we got
All
to get
right.
to that 1,000 before.
Okay. All right. Hey, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I remember being at KNON back in the 90s with the grumpy old men. Super
So,
Loop. Go ahead.
how long you been with Kano and King?
Yeah, how long?
On and off for about 24 years. I started there
So
when I was 18. Me and
so
Q,
yeah,
we
so
What?
graduated right when we
you
got
did
married.
okay.
So wait.
I want
Oh,
to
you
shout
said
out to DJ Q.
so you started in like early 2000s.
Yes, right after they left the horrible White House you were talking about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was look.
San,
I was scared every
San,
time I
San
went into
Jacinto,
that
was it
room.
San Jacinto?
Yeah, I never had an opportunity to work in that building, but I did make it to the Maple building, which was the second location that Kano had.
Okay, well I
Is that
haven't
the
been
one
there
where the
yet.
tornado hit?
The tornado was on Coit Road, which was the third location Kano was at.
Quite right.
Oh
And
wow.
Coit Road,
where you at now?
between Forest and Walnut.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, cool.
So now you're near.
Now we're on Coit Road and 635. This is going to be the fourth location for Kano and we're doing great there. Everything's working out really great there. It's a great location.
Is it?
75 was probably my favorite because you got to see the freeway all day. But
Okay.
this location where we're at, they're really good people to it.
So are you located in an office building or a house?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are in an office building
Oh
right
sweet.
down the hall from Music Access, which is a big record company that puts out a lot of music.
Oh wow. So do they sponsor KNON?
They do as far as giving us the hookup on rent and stuff. KNON is very we're poor, so
Yeah.
we look for connections with people. The owner of the building used to be a KNON person back in the days, so
Oh
he
wow.
took care of us.
You know, KNON, the voice of the people.
Gave us a place to live, and they take really good care of us.
All
So
right.
is it government funded at all?
No, at
No,
all.
it's all everything is on your
Everything,
own. Y'all do everything.
everything for KNON is
Stand alone.
from our people. You know, the folks that listen to us, our DJs that
Wow.
get on the air and rally their people to make donations to the radio station. Benefits, advertising. Money comes from advertising. It comes from venues letting us come in their clubs and do things. But it's all funded by the people. There's no government funding whatsoever.
Do you guys have a GoFundMe page? KNON?
We have a pledge now page, kanon.org. They can pledge
Okay.
anytime, any day. You can do credit card. You can come to the station, pledge cash. We have a Cash App, $ KNON Radio. They can make
Okay.
Cash App pledges right there. We try to do
Wow.
everything to make it easy for our audience to give us money so we can stay on the air and keep on rocking.
Hey,
And you have
Nemo.
VIP members, right? You have VIP members
We
that
do have
do like
elite sponsors. We have elite
elite sponsors. Okay.
sponsors. Those folks pledge anywhere from $5 to $2,000, and then we allow them to be at all of our benefits. They get premiums in return, chairs, shirts, frisbee.
And they get a plaque too, don't they?
They get a plaque inside of our studio at $1,000 level. They get to put their information in our studio, and we have a lot of plaques because there's a lot of great companies around the DFW that do support KNON and believe in it the way we believe in it.
That's
Wow.
badass.
Hey, Nemo, we need a Cash App, and that Cash App could go towards getting a plaque of KNON.
There you go, all day.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm with it.
We don't need the money, do we, Nemo?
Oh, let's. Do you have the QR code? We could plug it right here, right now
Oh,
for you.
man.
I will. It's
I-
$KNON Radio. That's the Cash App. That'll
So
be
Okay.
the easiest
for the
way.
3 listeners, it's $KNO and what?
Whatever we can
Hey, we got at least 8 that I see right
get. There
now.
you go. Hey,
Okay.
We appreciate all of them.
So
I'll
your,
buy them
your
tacos.
so your show is on Fridays from noon to 4, right?
yes, sir. Fridays on
A
Kingsley.
co-host like Nemo or anything?
I have
Right.
a co-host named Valerie Diamond. She's been with me for about 13 years since the start of my radio show
Wow.
this time around. I left KNON for a while and went and learned at other radio stations. And then came
Where'd
back.
you go?
Yeah.
Did you go Casa? Didn't you go to Casa?
Yes, I was at
Casa?
Casa 106.7 for a couple years.
And Max
I did
FM.
Max FM in Texarkana, Wichita, and Decatur for a while. I did Homies Radio for a bit, and then I
Homies,
KNON.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So which one did you like better?
Homies Radio was a great place because they were my friends, and I
Okay.
and I enjoyed working with all of them. Casa was definitely an experience because I learned a lot. I learned what corporate radio was like. But my favorite is always going to be KNON because I'm there.
I mean, obviously, because we're not going to trash talk, but other than KNON,
No. I mean,
What-
and it's not even trash talking. I'll give you the reason why. Is at Casa, Max FM, those are corporate radio stations, and there's somebody that directs you to do everything. I mean, you can't
Right.
blink without somebody saying that you're allowed to blink. I tried to play a song one time. Program director kicks open the door. What are you doing? Who do you
Oh,
think
wow.
you are? You can't
Not
do
in the
that.
rotation.
At KNON, I get the freedom to showcase my talents, to showcase my skill set, to say what I would like to say, to play the music to the people that I think my audience wants to hear.
And
At
don't-
corporate radio,
and-
you just don't get that. You know, you
Aren't y'all the
don't.
same way though? Aren't y'all the same way? You can't play just anything. You have to stay within
You stay
certain
within the
genre.
Latin realm, and the Latin realm is big. You got bachata, salsa, merengue, hip hop. You got
Yeah.
cumbias. At a corporate radio station, there's about 20 songs that you have the option to play, and it doesn't
Yeah,
get bigger than that. In
yeah,
my
Oh, really?
laptop for KNON alone, I have 26,000 songs.
yeah, yeah. I believe that.
So it's my favorite because I am able to showcase who I am and my community in
Yeah.
my music.
Yeah.
In corporate, you don't get that.
We got a friend, Lawrence. His DJ name is DJ Indio, and he's got a radio.
Indio.
Are you familiar with him?
No, I just like
Oh,
the
okay,
name.
It's
India. Well,
NDO, so it's
Uh,
India.
yeah,
all
but
right.
Kept playing words.
he's also Indian, like that.
Nice.
You know, the feather, not
Not.
the dot.
Oh wow, I can
Oh, the
believe
other
that.
kind. Okay.
Yeah, there's two
Wow.
kind of
Okay.
Indian.
There
Okay,
you go.
all right. Well,
I know a DJ Taco.
okay. Uh,
He's white.
and, and so he's now the the radio station you said with the homies. Is that what you
Yes.
said? Was that internet radio or was
That
that?
was an internet radio station, and that's why I also enjoyed that because they allowed us to do.
Yeah. Well,
That's still on? No, right?
No,
No. Okay.
why
But
not?
it was pretty strong following there for a little bit.
each one of them, each one of those guys that was part of that team are the city's best out there right now. I mean, you know, there's a certain community of DJs here in the DFW, and they work really hard.
Okay.
There's so many people that I could mention that I know for the last 20 years that are out there in the circle of people in this community trying to make things happen, bringing
Yeah.
shows to the people, putting on internet radio stations.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back 20 years, there was maybe a handful of 15 to 20 DJs. And if you look at every DJ in the city right now, those 50 to 20 people have been a part of those folks becoming who they are these days.
Yeah. There's a lot of good DJs that nurture the
Yeah,
future
the
of DJs and
community.
stuff like
And
that.
that era of Homies Radio, each one of those guys were a nurturer of their specific community and helping people out.
All came from KNON, right?
I would say a lot of them, yes. Yeah, I would say a lot of them, yes. And KNON has been at the front line of making those people available to the community. You know, KNON brings people in, teaches them what it is, and you know, for me, KNON showed me what it is to look
Yeah.
out for your community and look out for the people around you. And so, yeah, I do think that KNON is part of the reason a lot of those people stem from there because it does
Yeah.
teach you what it's like to give a helping hand to your brother or your sister.
Yeah.
Is Dave Chaos still there?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. He's been there for the longest time.
And I'll be the first one to say that Dave Chaos is the one that fights to keep
Is,
that place together.
is he the tall, skinny white guy?
Um,
No.
I don't know about tall, but
He's a rocker.
long
He's a
hair,
metalhead. He's
metalhead. Yeah, he's a rocker.
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, all right. Well, I
But he's
guess
good.
everybody was taller than me back then. I don't know.
and skinnier.
All right, but our friend DJ Indio, on Sundays he does a radio a show that he gives new life to songs that never got airtime,
Nice.
like that. You know, like there's a B side in the record that's
Always.
like that. So you never got to, and you know, record labels they only release two of them, and then they send out the album, and people don't listen to the other 10 songs or something like that. And so I'm imagining that you get to do the same thing, but you get to introduce music that most people don't get to hear since you got that.
I'm very blessed in that area of the music industry. I like to tell. I prepare for my radio show religiously, and I listen to a lot of. I listen to an album a day,
Oh
just
wow.
so I can kind of not play the same thing over and over, and I can give my audience stuff that they would never hear.
Okay. So now
I get.
before the show, you were telling me the kind of the format of your show,
Yes,
and like what are and part of that is I think you said 1 o'clock. You have an hour of Tejano.
20-minute mix
Oh,
of
20
Tejano.
minute mix.
I have
Okay.
a Tejano DJ named Superstar Teddy. He does a 20-minute mix of Tejano and conjunto and everything in that realm.
Yeah.
20 minutes. As far as the formatting of my radio show, it's two English, two Spanish.
Okay.
So it can be two bachata, two English, two cumbia, two English, two Tejano. But I switch off. I'll do like four Tejano an hour. And then I do my 120, my 1 to 120 mix with Superstar Teddy to try to keep that amount of Tejano incorporated into my radio show because that's what people are ultimately there to listen to.
Okay. Uh, something happened about your lighting.
Your effects. You have some effects going on there
Like I don't know if
in your
that.
camera.
Well, that's okay. We can deal with it.
I mean, that sounds good, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think sounds good.
I don't know what happened, honestly.
Okay, your sound. You know what? It's all about audio anyway, right? They know what you look like now. So,
Well,
I
but
mean, I can disconnect and reconnect if you like.
yeah, you're lag. You're starting to pause.
are you lagging? I don't
No, he's
think
not lagging. I think he's just pausing.
you're pausing.
It's freezing up on him.
I
Yeah.
don't know what to say. Then.
Well, it looked good. I mean, we started off good. Hey, you know what? Maybe you want to log off and log back on.
I got
Just
you.
refresh. Just hit
We'll do a
refresh.
commercial break.
Yeah,
How's that?
whatever.
Commercial break. Let's go. I'm with it.
Go ahead, log on. Hey,
What are you
this
gonna
episode is
plug?
brought to you by KNON, DJ K. Every Friday from 12 to 4 with your Latin mix, with your Tejano mix, 20 minute.
Oh man,
I don't know how to do it.
You
I'm trying
were
to
doing
get
so
my
good.
I'm trying to get my DJ voice in.
Oh, that's your DJ. That sounds like
I don't know. Hey, you know, back in the day when I used to have commercials on the show, I did the commercials. Most of Planet Rock Records. Remember that? Remember Planet Rock?
Oh yeah. Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Hey, all right, you're back. Okay, the video looks good. How's your audio?
I hope it's great. I didn't
Okay, it's good. All
Are
right.
you at home?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. He's got those good mics too, man.
I told him I built the studio for Q. She wanted to do some podcasting, so I put it together and made sure she has it.
Okay.
Is she
So
doing a
what kind-
podcast now?
She hasn't started it yet, but she's got plans to do something and knock it down.
Okay. Well, you know what?
She's-
I will. Does she know what streaming platform she's gonna do?
I don't.
Let me throw in the one I use like that. It's called EVMux. EVMUX. It's real good. This is what we do. This is what I produce it and stuff like that. It's easier to. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Like OBS is a free one.
Oh yes.
That is
You
hard
talking
to
about
do.
OBS?
What?
OBS?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that what she's gonna use?
That's what we used for our COVID videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Good
I
luck
think
with
it's the
that.
same thing that you're using here. I'm not sure.
No. This one's a whole lot easier to use.
nice.
But if you're familiar with OBS, then go ahead. It's free.
Yeah,
But
I learned a lot about OBS during
Yeah.
open broadcasting systems during COVID.
yeah, well, this one's cloud based. So, like, if I log off, the show's still on.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But
And
if
that's happened plenty
if
of
your
times in my
computer,
life.
yeah, if your computer crashes, that's the end of your show.
Yeah, I used to use a whole separate computer for it. So
Yeah.
I mean, you
And
tend to go through those types of things in DJing. You always
Yeah.
have some backup ready to not just die off in the middle of the club.
Okay. Yeah, but EVMux, it's cloud based. I don't know about StreamYard. A lot of people like to use StreamYard. A friend of ours, the Three Amigos from Tejano TV, they're switching to EVMux too.
Are you familiar with any of the shows? Okay.
No,
Like no. I mean, no. This is a whole different world. I mean,
Yeah.
you're.
and that's what I was explaining to him in the beginning. Like, I don't do much online stuff, other than when COVID hit and I was trying to bring entertainment to people's homes.
Right.
I'm on FM radio, so I just kind of stick to my
Right.
to
Right.
my little area.
Yeah. You don't need this little
Well,
stuff. Go for the big time.
Is Q your wife?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, now that you know me or my name, I can help. Like I had to hook up Nemo, and okay, I'm not gonna take credit for what Nemo has back there. 'Cause-
I. That's,
yeah, but I
Thank
mean,
you.
the
It's all about
lighting,
him.
the
All
well,
about me.
I'm
Got
trying
it
to
right
offer
away.
my services.
Okay, you just say, hey, just give me, just like he said, reach out. That's all you have to
Yeah.
do. You
Yeah.
saw him say, I reach out, and that was it. He didn't harp on it and say, oh, and I could get you this, and I could get you that. And he just said, just reach out. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. But go ahead, tell us more about what you could do for him.
I'm listening. I'm all ears. In
I'm
case you haven't
good.
noticed.
Okay.
So, on the guests that you have on KNON, I know you have some Tejano guests. Which one's the most weirdest one you ever had?
Who have you had first?
I'm
I've
sure
had
you
a lot
had
weird one.
I've had a
Slow
lot of
down.
guests.
slew of them.
I've had boxers and wrestlers and Tejano artists. If I was gonna say the weirdest,
Let's go with just Tejano artists. Who's the weirdest Tejano artist?
I'm gonna need time on that. I would have
Okay.
to think about all.
Somebody that came in inebriated. Somebody that came in.
All right. Well, then, if that's the case, I'm not gonna say weirdest, but King's one. when they came in, they were lit, and some of them were a little bit.
Uh,
So
They always are lit, man. That's the
are a
whole.
little bit out of
And,
it. And they couldn't keep they couldn't keep much of a conversation going because they were kind of all over the place.
yeah,
But they were fun and they were entertaining, and
yeah,
that's what it's all about. So
yeah.
many different ways to find entertainment. As far as weird, I think for us, they come in there prepared to do their radio show.
oh, that's
So
good.
as weirdness is just not a thing that doesn't happen, and it's only 20-minute interviews, so you don't have 4 hours to figure them out and see
Yeah.
what's going on. You got 20 minutes of basic questions to try to figure out who they are and what they're doing in the city.
Yeah, we keep our show for about an hour because Nemo's got a bedtime, so we gotta.
That's it.
Yeah, so
That's how
That's
my
why.
talk all night. Like
'Cause-
I'm one of
but
those
Yeah.
people.
but we have
He's
some. Go
no,
ahead.
because he wants to keep talking and talking, and it's like, okay, okay, we got the information, we got the gist. I think we're
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
And he's like,
On some of the
yeah,
shows, if Nemo's got to go, I said, "Go, get out of here. I'll take care of the rest." I mean, like,
Man, as long as you guys are, I'm good with it.
yeah, I mean, because
This will be
like
my first online podcast
podcast.
interview ever. Like I've been very um, particular not to do them.
Well,
well,
thank
appreciate you, man.
We
You know,
appreciate it.
we had you on the list for one, and he books these weird guests, and it's like, and I said, DJ Kane, do the Saturday show, do people like that and stuff, and he doesn't, and luckily he said he came up to me and said, hey, Lucky Joe didn't come on. I said, I know exactly who to call, and said, and I was just hoping, man, because yeah, I mean, I'm sorry,
Wait.
it seemed like last, but it wasn't really last minute because I had you on the
Yeah.
radar for a while to
Uh,
to ask you to come
I,
on.
Well,
I just don't do it for anybody. But Nemo's been a good friend of me, and I mean, I grew up with the Tejano USA magazine. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I grew up looking for that
just
model on a
plug.
weekly basis.
hey,
I looked up trying to see what was going on at the car show. So,
hey, I was
I
Tejano Review
appreciate that
before
plug.
Tejano USA.
oh wow,
Oh, stat.
That's how old I am. Nemo,
I
I don't know
remember
if.
when Nemo was just staff too back in the days. I mean, that's how long
Oh
I've known
yeah,
him
that's
for a good
true.
20 years.
Been a
Yeah,
while.
Nemo. I don't know if you know this, but Tejano Time had started back in the '90s, like that, and Nemo was part of the show. He would do the top 10 whenever he felt like it.
It was always at a club, and it
Yeah.
was always like,
I said, Nemo, you're here. Here,
In,
let's do the
in
top
an
10.
impossible environment.
yeah, and it was real loud, and I was, been drinking. And it's like, it was it was a great time.
Yeah,
Great time had on.
yeah, my camera guy had to yell out the top 10 to him because he couldn't memorize this. What is it? What is it?
It was good
So,
stuff. Good stuff.
yeah. So if you ever look at It's Tejano Time, the YouTube show, go down all the way to the music videos, and whenever you see Nemo, take a little listen off to the side. You'll hear my camera guy.
Yeah, you don't have to hear it. I mean, it's pretty obvious sometimes.
Yeah, it is sometimes.
Would you say your show is the strongest show on KNON right now?
I don't want to say that.
Okay.
It is one
Okay.
of the,
Who's the second? Who's
The
the
second one.
second?
Other than your show, who would you say is the strongest?
Q and EO8 and they all do a great job.
They have fun, right? They just.
they
I mean,
do,
Q
like-
like on Saturdays they just. I mean, you just feel the vibe.
I
They're
enjoy
having fun.
listening to each of their shows. They all bring something different to the table. Our Tejano shows are amazing. We got blues shows, country shows. The top show of KNON is a blues show. They're like the number one
wow.
show in KNON.
Did KNON start out more of a blues kind of radio station?
I couldn't tell you too much about the beginning. I didn't come around to 2000. There's a whole nother.
Because they had a lot of blues stuff going on back in the day, man.
I mean, what you can do, I mean, to kind of do some research and see what was going on. KNON.org, they have a history page that has everything from the beginning. So you can kind of go back and look at the original newsletters that came out. You can see when Latin Energy kind of hit the station, and you can see the growth of it.
Yeah, I remember the early 2000s, not 2000, 1990s, like the mid 90s. I would go to KNON, and I was there with the grumpy old men, Superloop Figueroa and Gilbert.
Nice.
Matter of fact, do you know who Gilbert Cortez was?
I've heard of the name, and I want to say he was the person that was in charge of Tejano USA.
No,
Ooh, ouch.
he was the competitor Tejano Connect.
Oh, Tejano Connection, yes.
Yeah.
I knew he was something on one of the magazines. I just
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
There's
I
a
thought,
rumor-
I thought they were the same thing. I thought y'all just switched names for IRS purposes. or something.
No, not at all, man. We're totally different.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
Thank you, though.
Tejano Connection had a centerfold girl like that
Okay.
back in the day, and
And we had the click. We had a click.
I
Yeah.
thought y'all
So
had the model of the week.
No,
yeah,
that was
that's what they
Channel
had
Connection.
connection. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
Yeah.
job,
And
James.
I think
I did
Gilbert
my
got
research too, in case you guys didn't notice.
yeah. Gilbert I think got in trouble.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
but you know what? We won't talk about that. There's
Yeah.
rumors that he got in trouble. I don't know.
Allegedly,
That-
allegedly.
Allegedly,
that's
like,
before my time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, Super League was great. He used to own Latin One Stop, and I
I,
think
yeah.
it doesn't longer exist.
I
Right?
used to go to a Latin One Stop in my first couple of years DJing.
Yeah.
The
Hit.
that was the place to go.
It was,
Right.
yeah. I think everybody had to go there to
Uh,
Yeah.
to be
His.
it was
He.
right
certified.
at Planet
To be
Rock.
certified, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you Planet Rock Records.
Yeah, I mean that's how I got my start in the DJ game is going to Planet Rock and
Okay.
meeting G Rock.
Yeah.
Um, and I would work with him on a weekly basis. And then one day he gave me an opportunity to pull up to a club, and I never looked back.
Yeah.
So Mike,
Mike.
Gus G Rock.
Gus. Oh,
Wait a
G Rock.
second.
Okay. Oh, G Rock.
That.
So G Rock was part of Planet Rock.
He was one of the employees there
Okay. The owner was Mike.
towards
Right.
the end. Yeah, G Rock was one of the register folks, and I would go. I had barely got a job, and I would go every week and spend $50. And one day he's like, "I see that you're here religiously. I see that you buy all the records. You have the music. Would you
You
like to
got the
show up to the
knowledge.
club and open up for me?" And I was probably about 17, 18, 16,
Badass,
17.
dude.
Wow.
And I was like, "I'm down." And ever since then, I just kind of
And that was G Rock back in the day. He was the man.
he was the man. So
Yeah.
to be able to be an understudy of a person like that, you take it serious and you make the best out of it, and you meet as many people as you can possibly meet, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Well,
was cool. That's a
I,
badass story.
I don't think I
Um,
ever met him, but I knew Mike though.
yeah, and
Mike used to advertise. Huh?
through him and going to the Latin One Stops, I met Reeve, and Reeve was a Saturday night house party host on KNON, and he invited my girl out to DJ for her 18th birthday, and that was the first time we were ever on the radio, and we've been on the air since.
Oh wow.
So she's like she just happened to be DJing and he knew about it, or
Yeah, I was DJing all the clubs with G Rock. I was running around carrying his bags. That's what I did. I carried his bags, and I opened up the first hour. Um, and she would come with me, and she was also practicing every day, learning how to be a DJ. And Reeve picked up on that, and back in the days, it wasn't the cool thing wasn't being the DJ. You know what I mean? It was cool to be a DJ, but everybody wasn't a DJ. So
Right.
when it came to the female aspect of the DJ game, it wasn't there.
yeah, no.
There was one far and few in between, and Q was at the front line of the female movement here in the city. So they picked up on that, and they asked her to be on the radio right away. Like she was, we turned 18 and we were on
That
there.
was it.
So both of y'all were on KNON at the same time.
Yes.
Oh, that's sweet. Did y'all have a show together?
Well, we had a on heavy rotation or the Friday house party. I can't remember. But yeah, we had a show together for a short while, and then I can't remember which one of us left first, but we went to Casa after about 3-4 years.
All right. Didn't Mean Mouty DJ at KNON at one time?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
What?
everybody did. I mean, if you know the name, then they've been on KNON. Like
Yeah.
Felony, he blew up, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah, if you're in this
and
city and they're doing anything, I'm pretty sure Canoan they have been through Canoan. I mean,
they have some connection there.
any radio station in the city, you had 97.9 and it had the Latino artists were, they had been through Canoan. Scrappy's still there, and he's an ex Canoan DJ. If you were at K104, you had Hollywood, and now you got Accomplice, and you have Aerial Grind, and they're ex Canoan DJs. If you go to
She's
106.1.
big time, Ariel Grant. She's big time.
Yeah, you got Pooh over there, and
Yeah.
he's ex
Okay.
Canoan. So
Oh yeah.
any radio station here in this city, I mean, from KXT to the oldie station, they've all been through
How,
Canoan. I mean, even some of the news stations have some of our Canoan traffic
Producers.
production managers that are running the show. Nelofer Salas just left KXT, and she was she was our traffic and production
That's
manager.
okay.
badass. I mean,
How,
they're all
how
certified.
what's the reach for KNON? How far does it go north, south, east,
We
west?
go as far as the casino, so you can get up north, and once you hit that hill's gonna block our
You mean
signal.
Oklahoma?
That hill to
Yeah.
Oklahoma. We go down past Waco. We go on the other side of
Wow.
Fort Worth. I got people in Mansfield that listen. It goes far east, but it's also online, so it reaches worldwide. And we do have listeners everywhere. I mean, on any given day, we have people chiming in with us on our message to DJ from different places across the country, from different countries. I mean, people go on vacation from here and introduce it to other people, and
Oh, cool.
we just grow and grow and grow and
Yeah.
try to
I
get
mean,
there.
if you're growing up here in DFW, you have to be able be a listener because if you want to be in the know, I mean, if you want to be hip, one of the cool people, you have to be a KNON listener. There's no way you could not be, man, because you
Hey,
guys just
hey,
just
hey, Kane,
bring
did
all the
they say
talent in.
Kane? Did they still say hip besides Levo?
Some some folks.
Hip, what is it? What that got to be?
Oh, that's
What is
hip.
it? Frizzle or Dizzle or what is it?
Riz, I guess.
Riz, Riz,
Oh
That's
Riz,
yeah,
Riz.
Riz right there. You know what I'm saying?
Riz.
yeah,
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 yeah. I'm sorry,
yeah.
man. I was
And
gonna
I
ask
don't
you
know.
for
Diva
the
gave me
411.
a whole text message with all the new words on there.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that, man. If you could do that for me.
I think it was like 5 years ago. I learned about oh, what is it? YOLO. I was going, what the hell is
They stopped
YOLO?
using that about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I'm a math teacher by trade.
I got you. I got you. I got
So I teach that for Dallas College, and
you. I got
so
you. I got you. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, YOLO. What the hell is YOLO?
Only live once, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But that was hip though.
According to,
Gnarly.
You? I just mess with you.
yeah, that's cool, man. That's badass. So, I mean, you plan to retire there from KNON?
I don't know what the future holds for me. There's a lot.
I'm
I
sure you
mean,
got. I'm sure you get offers all the time.
I just there's a lot that's happening in the world of in my world. So I try and take it one day at a time and just look at all the options and focus on what's gonna be best. Um, you know, being Kane comes with a lot. So I consider a lot of people and a lot of things in making decisions. So as far as the future, like it's one day at a time. And if I was to tell you what's going to be happening in 5 years, I'd be lying to you because um, in my life, it's a different thing every day. You never know what's gonna pop up. I've been very blessed in my career as a DJ. I've been blessed in my career as somebody that has the ability to do everything I do. My life is immersed in music. I have the luxury of working at a radio station every day and then going out at nighttime and working with music every night. And that just doesn't happen like that for a lot of people. So what's down the road, I don't know. Um, but I do consider all options all the time.
Okay, so
As
when
far as
you
retiring there, I don't know.
Well, hopefully you'll live a long, prosperous life in radio.
yeah.
Something you love to do, man.
I,
Nobody
I
when
love
you
it. I
when,
mean,
when you when you're working when you love it, you're not working. You know
you're not
that.
working, yeah. And people they ask me all the time, like, how is it? And I'm like, it's it's the best life to me.
Yeah, how can it not be? You know.
Yeah.
Running from club to club and city to city and meeting everybody that I get to meet. And then being on the radio and then working for a radio station. It's a blessing. And
So, so
I,
you're
like I said, day to day.
do you do club promotions or do you go?
I don't do
You do,
club promotions. I work for a lot of different places though. I do a lot of different venues, and I've been in this industry 24 years, so I have established a reputation as a certain type of DJ,
okay.
and somebody that does bring his 100% to the table. So um,
Okay.
as far as promoting, I guess when I say I'm somewhere, that's somewhat
They
of a
promote you.
promotion, but full on promotions for a place.
Okay.
So what's speaking of? Wait up. Let me ask him this. Speaking of,
Okay.
what's the weirdest thing that's happened at old school besides the shootings?
Uh, and there's not very many shootings, so be
It's always
careful with
outside.
that
Yeah.
one. It's a fairly safe place. I've never experienced a shooting there personally, and I have been there for about 10 years,
Yeah,
about
they normally happen on the weekends for the most
9
part.
years.
It's always outside and
Yeah,
after
it's
hours.
never been anything in the venue. They do pretty good about making sure that.
Yeah, yeah,
It,
that's
I mean,
true.
I've worked in dangerous places, more
it's not
dangerous.
like DMX back in the day.
Yeah, it's definitely
Wow.
not like that.
Whoa.
Um,
Why are you hating on
Oh.
DMX?
it's definitely
Wow.
definitely not like that. But
Hey, I remember Me Mowdy was part of that.
strangest thing, I've seen, I work in the nightlife and there's crazy when people are drunk, they do wild things.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I've seen I've seen people hold on to a pole because they didn't want to be taken out the club. I've seen people just turn around and vomit on somebody else. I've seen people fall out. I've seen
Yeah.
a number of things. I mean, it's just an environment where people are inebriated and they're gonna
Yeah.
do some
You
wild
got
stuff.
young, stupid kids.
Yeah, I mean,
Were
it's
you
ridiculous.
there when that girl did the splits at old school and that video went viral?
I was there the night before. I didn't get to see it,
Oh, okay.
Uh,
but that video was the and and that's a perfect example of people doing things
Yeah.
when they're drunk and
yeah. Now I know some DJs they end up being uh, they start like Pancho. He books bands for some venues and stuff like that. Did you dabble in that, or do you dabble in that?
I do that on a daily basis. So for
Okay.
KNON 89.3 FM, I do event coordination too. So any show
Okay.
that's happening at KNON, most of the time I put it together if it's in Latin format. I've done country shows, blues shows, jazz shows. I do all types of stuff for the station. So as far as booking bands and venues and doing all of that, like that's what I do for KNON. Like
The ones
So
that
where
are
does
KNO benefits.
anything that's a KNON benefit. I help a lot of places in the DFW as far as booking shows or bringing artists to the table for them to book. So yeah, in that part of the musical world, I am very
well,
um,
we need help
knowledgeable.
booking guests for our show. Apparently, maybe you could do us a little hookup there.
And just for the record, we've had some good ones. We had
Oh
Shelly
yeah,
Lares, we had Stephanie Montiel,
Oh,
Gary
we've
shit.
had
Hobbs,
Mike and Iconics. We've
Mike's a
had
great guy. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Papiebre.
Probably our best interview, I think, was Mike.
nice. I did a show with Mike probably about 9 years ago. Great
Yeah.
guy. And to be honest, that's probably the one band that the other formats will always bring up when I'm having conversations, and I'm like, y'all play this Long Tall Chuco song. I'm like, yeah, that's Mike. Like, got a white Cadillac. I'm like, that's Mike right
Oh
there.
wait, I thought you were talking about Mike G.
That, y los cuatro reales. Yeah, that's my fault.
So
Okay,
yeah, okay. Yeah.
I didn't know.
So
I
different.
thought you were talking about the Iconics. I was
Oh
like,
no, I'm
man,
sorry. It's Mike G. Los cuatro reales.
okay. Yeah, I'm the only music genre I'm familiar with right now is Tejano.
Well, at
I
least you
back
caught that one because I didn't.
okay. Well, back in the day, in the '90s, I did strictly Tejano. Went broke, got away from Tejano for 20 years, and came back and I pulled Nemo into the show like
Nice.
that. But
Pulled him from
yeah, I
the
did
pit.
salsa, merengue, but bachata back.
Here we go, all about him
Yeah,
again,
it's all
right?
about me.
You see how that goes, man? It's all about him.
All
Can he
right.
have his own Kano in show?
Yeah, I've never been a strictly Tejano DJ. I've never
Yeah.
been. Most of the time, when it comes to Tejano mixers or a place that needs Tejano, I'll recommend somebody that I know is quality at it. And there's a lot of great guys out there.
Oh
There's
yeah.
I've had a lot of great Tejano DJs on my show throughout the years.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You've had plenty that come through Kano in period.
Yeah,
Kano in, I mean, it gives you DJ credit, overall in reality.
and that's something that's great about KNON is it does a lot that ability to help and bring on the talent that nobody sees.
Yeah. When you do the benefits, is there like a certain location you guys usually hold it,
No, we do a
or
lot with the Players Club in Oak Cliff because they
okay?
are one of the places that does allow us to come in there and do our thing. They don't question me. They don't bother me. They don't question the shows that I'm gonna bring in or whatever. They're like, you want that date, Kane, you got it. And for me that works. But I do work with a lot of different places across the DFW. Longhorn Ice House. I've done stuff at. There's a number of places I do shows at.
The Ice
So it's
House.
not strict to one place.
Yeah,
It's
I've
most
never
of the
been to
time
the.
whatever place will allow KNON to make some money.
Yeah, I've never been to Longhorn Ice House, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty nice,
It's
and
a
I think
beautiful place. It's a
and
very beautiful place. Nick did a great job with the decorations and
yeah,
the styling of the venue, and it's definitely different than a lot of places you do see. You see a
yeah,
lot of different venues in the DFW, and not every owner has the same creative ability to decorate the venue
yeah,
for the masses, opposed to one certain audience that they're
right.
trying to attract.
Yeah, they do Thursday. They do Tejano there.
Yeah, DJ Taz, you got it.
Yeah,
DJ
Taz's been on
Chad.
the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. That's good people.
Yeah, and one of the like the past, I guess past 10 shows that we've had like 4 cancellations.
Oh no,
And yeah, no shows, like no show Tejano Joe, right? That's what we're
Lucky
going to
Joe.
call him. Lucky Joe. Yeah, sorry, not Tejano Joe.
I caught that one.
All right. Hey, did you ever meet Tejano Joe from back?
No, I have a Norteño Joe at KNON. He's a great guy.
Okay, well, back in the day, Kick FM had Tejano Joe.
Nice.
I guess there's a lot of Joes in the Tejano industry. I don't know.
I'm sure
Okay,
there's a lot of Tejano Joes in the industry too. Yeah,
probably.
it's
Uh,
such a popular name.
Yeah,
his,
but
Yeah.
he's an elementary teacher now. Oh,
So why didn't you ever do Kick FM? Were you not? I
I
mean,
think I was just moving at a fast pace. I mean, I never had the opportunity to make it there. I was doing my own stuff, and I know a lot of DJs did go through there, but like for me, I'm also not your traditional Tex-Mex DJ. I
okay.
like to consider myself an urban Latino DJ.
yeah,
Um,
I would agree with that.
I
You
don't, I
give
don't,
that kind of vibe.
yeah, I'm more of a the Latinos that grew up in the '80s. I mean, I'm an '80s baby all day, so
Yeah,
that's a different culture than what came 5, 10 years before me.
yeah.
Our people that were coming before us, they had a lot of Mexico in them because they just barely got here. Me, I got a lot of America in me and a lot of poor neighborhood in me, ghetto, because I was
Mm.
born and raised in America, so I don't have that same attachment to the culture. So I like to consider myself an urban Latino because that's what I am. I'm a young Hispanic
Born and
American
raised
from America.
Dallas. All
Yeah,
right.
born
Where?
and raised in Dallas,
Oak
Parkland,
Cliff?
Dallas
Where?
Cowboy, Oak Cliff, West Dallas.
Oak Cliff, West Dallas.
All right.
Yo,
So,
I
do you
mean, I
know?
went
Uh,
to Edison and
Si-
Princeton,
Singleton? Where
right
in
there,
West
Singleton
Dallas?
and Chihuahua. I grew up right next to the Jerry's, back in
Okay.
West
What was
Dallas,
that? Was that burger place right there?
Wimpies,
Wimpy's? Wimpy's?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wimpies,
It's a place.
Wimpies, and the Doghouse.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
So,
doghouse.
do you know Flo Hernandez?
I do know Flo.
Yeah, we have him on this
That's
show.
our craziest show, man.
Yeah, that is
It,
Flo
definitely
is
our
it,
Flo is a
craziest
it,
great
show.
guy. I mean,
that's,
having a 5 minute conversation with Flo will definitely leave you walking away with some understanding of different things.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I mean, if you ever want to watch a show, one of ours, log on to that one. That was our best show, I think,
Matter
Go
of
overall.
ahead and say it,
fact,
people.
I was watching that show just before he came on.
Hey, Flo is a fool. I love Flo.
Oh yeah,
And he's blowing up. He's blowing up again.
He's doing a great job,
he
man.
had some things to say about Ralph Bobosa.
Have you
Well,
had Barbosa on?
that comes with the territory. Anytime
Yeah.
people are in competition,
Oh yeah.
they're definitely gonna try to pull the competition out into the limelight.
Well, did
Have
you
you
ever?
I mean, look
had
what
Barbosa?
George Lopez did.
Oh
He
yeah,
tried to bring the guy down and brought the guy up.
yeah. Oh man, I remember. I don't know if you remember this Bronco Bowl back in the old days.
I actually grew up right across the street for a while
Okay.
there. I lived right there in the Mill Run Apartments, right
Oh,
behind the little tiendita that's right there across the street from where Bronco Bowl used to be at.
Okay.
oh wow!
I used to
From
love
that
that
hair
place.
place. What was that hair
You
place?
know the school that's right there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right in front of that in those apartments.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah, my daddy used to
badass.
have an apartment right there, and,
Yeah.
and I lived there with him and his wife for a long time.
Yeah,
That's
that's where I saw Joe Lopez, Paul Rodriguez, and Carlos Mencia
Nice,
perform. The Latin Kings of Comedy,
nice.
the original Latin Kings of Comedy.
I think I smoked my first joint behind that.
And Bronco Ball.
Yeah,
that was a cool spot, man.
that was a
Yeah, it
long
was
time
good.
ago.
Yeah,
But
that was
yeah,
I
a long time
when
ago.
you're a kid in Oak
eh,
Cliff, you're experimenting.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
put my 2 cents in, I met Selena Gomez there. I mean, but she was like 5 years old at the
Oh
time.
wow,
So yeah,
nice,
Okay.
so that was cool. That's
nice.
a cool little history point. But
Well,
Bronco Bowl.
how do you remember Selena Gomez at 5 years old?
Well, her mom Mandy used to work there, and she brought her to work one time,
Was she
and
famous when she was
they used
five?
to be a customer of mine,
Oh wow.
and then so I would go and I would visit with her and the manager and stuff. And one time she brought her in and stuff, and no, I didn't know who she. I knew her name was Selena at the time, but that's it. And later on, she blew up, and I said, "Oh, that was her," you know. So yeah, I mean, you
Oh,
remember
okay.
stuff like that. I mean, I
Yeah, I mean,
remember.
it works like that. The first time I saw Selena Quintanilla, I didn't know who she was. But
Yeah.
after she passed away and she became so super famous, I was like, wow, I got to see that person before
I think that the first time I saw Selena was at Fair Park.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
mine was
I
at
actually
Yes.
That I had it was like culture shock to me, because I mean I grew up military, and so there were only two times I had culture shock, and that was one of them. Because when I went there, okay, I'm an Aggie, yeah, like that, which is pretty much white world over there, and I graduated, taught at an all pretty much predominantly
You
black
were
school.
Blah
there.
blah blah.
All
Let's
right,
go,
fine.
man. Why?
All
I'm
right.
listening, bro. I'm listening. I'm
But
listening.
I know this guy always gets it to me like that. So I go to the fanfare because I just started listening to Tejano. I go up there. I have never seen so many brown hair people in my life. Everybody had brown hair, and I was going, holy cow, everybody here is Latino. And I wasn't used to that back in the day. But,
Okay.
so,
Thank you.
but it was Selena like that.
Thank you. So
But I got a hack to get from way in the back to the up front.
so
Like
at
that.
this point, we
Okay, you
normally
don't
do
want to hear it.
the we
Okay, fine.
normally do our chat.
All
Our
right.
chat. We always wait till it's 45 after, and I don't know what's going on. But we have like P1s that come on and they'll always log in, and there are probably about
Hey,
4 or 5 of them. But
guess
today,
who's
for some reason,
guess okay, you know what? You might have to feel special because this guy in our chat has been on here in a long time.
so let's
Bumper
go down
go.
the row. Let's go down
Okay.
the row.
Okay, let's go down the road. Okay. Hey, Stephen Jeff Martinez. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie's been on the show. She sings, and she's been nominated for the Tejano Music Awards, which is November 22nd
Congratulations.
on the Friday. And everybody,
You know,
start
you. I
voting.
mean, I don't know if how do y'all receive music, because they come out, they have singles and stuff, and these are artists that that are recognized by the Hana Music Awards. And is how do the people get you the music?
People can always get me music by emailing Jesse G at KNON.org. That's JESSEG at KNON.org.
Okay.
And I get music there daily. I get thousands of songs on a daily basis. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have people helping you filter through the
I
songs?
filter through all my music myself.
Wow.
Every Thursday night before my radio show, I'll go through all the stuff that I get emails from. If it's outside of my format, I shoot it off to another email, and then
Okay.
they filter it out to the other formats and the other DJs.
Oh, if it's like country or jazz or
Yeah,
blues and
anything
stuff
that's
like that.
Latin, I like to listen to it, so I can always bring my audience new, fresh, and what's hot. I mean, that's the overall goal is to make sure that I'm not playing the
Okay.
same thing. And if you ever listen to my radio show, you'll hear from week to week. It's a different radio show, and I do my best to incorporate the new upcoming artists, talk about them, and put their
Well,
music out there.
in our chat, we have a few people that are singers and perform in bands and stuff
So
like
so
that.
what's your biggest fail? I mean, the one that you thought was gonna be real hip and stuff, and just didn't.
My biggest fail. I've had a lot of those. It's trial and error. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know. That's
Definitely
us.
trial and error.
When you say biggest fail, it's like you thought it was going to hit big time and it just tanked, or you said, oh, this one sucks and it just
Probably
went
like the Gusano
skyrocket.
song or the Ketchup song.
Oh, the catch-up song. Wow.
Some
I never heard of the
audiences just
ketchup
don't
song.
pick up on it, and I be thinking they're gonna do a great job. And sometimes I hear stuff, and people are like, "This is what's fire in Mexico right now." So I'll jump on it, and I'll try to present it to the audience, and then the audience is very good about letting you know what they don't like.
A hit
So
or
they
They
will
didn't
miss.
like the
call me and
ketchup
say,
song.
huh?
They didn't like the ketchup song.
There's probably a couple emails, and it might have hit with some audiences. It just did not hit with
The
some of
ketchup
my
song.
audience. And when I get those emails, I get a little biased because I think sometimes people do just email to be angry,
I've
and
never
tell you
heard
that
of the
they don't
ketchup
like
song.
you. But sometimes people do email and say that they do like the stuff, and I just got more
Yeah.
angry on that than I did good. So I was like, man, let me not do that again.
Okay.
But there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I play hip hop. I do Mexican rappers that are doing hip hop. I do bachata, salsa. So there's been a lot of songs that I put on, and people like, don't ever play that song again.
Do you play Santa Fe? Do you play that guy Santa
Santa
Fe?
Fe Clan, yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How does he do overall?
I
Give
think
us
people
one.
like them. I mean, I do listen to my music, and I don't just play what I think is going to be a great song. I play what's within the realm of what I believe my audience is going to appreciate. So I
Nemo, did you
do,
hear that?
I
And
do,
then
because
Nemo,
it's one thing like my chaos told me that it's not about me, it's about them. So I try to do my best to not be about me. I try to do my best to be about my audience and make sure that I have them in mind every time I make a decision on something I'm going to put on the air. Because
So
otherwise, it
I,
just becomes DJ Kane's playlist, and nobody cares
yeah.
about DJ Kane's playlist.
Yes.
You know
Oh,
what
so
I'm saying?
you have a few, but like there's some like regional Mexican songs that I know people play and they'll get mad because it's too Mexican for them. And there's a Tejano show, and and they'll just
And that is a
complain.
yes. That
They'll
is
just
a yes.
complain.
Yeah.
And it's a very it's it's very hard to juggle, but you do your best.
Yeah.
And I do understand that regional thing because
And
it
I
is a
think
big thing
it's
in the
all
culture right
music, man.
now.
Music's
It's a
music.
big split.
Well, what do
All
you?
my quinceaneras and the grandmas and grandpas are like,
Yeah.
"Tócame some Tejano," and then the kids run up and they want to hear some
Yeah.
Firme or some Frontera, and
Yeah.
play it on, and the parents come up and, "¿Qué estás haciendo? I told you," you know. And
Speaking about Grupo Frontera, you consider them Tejano,
I consider them cumbia.
cumbia?
I mean,
Yeah, but
more
there's
cumbia I mean, I'm sure they got some Tejano sounding tracks, but
yeah. I think they call
cumbia
themselves
overall is
Tejano.
what I get out of it, and
I,
they're one of my
I,
favorite groups.
Yeah,
I think
that's definitely a crowd favorite.
yeah. I think
Fire.
they called themselves Tejano at the very beginning, or they had a big heavy influence in Tejano. I think that's what they
I
said.
think it's like any artist. You have your struggles. You know, look at Louis the singer. I knew Louis for 20 years, and he started off R&B, and then he went to do some rap for a little bit, and then he did some Spanish songs, and he there was a while he dabbled in bachata, and the big thing that hit for him was the Latin country vibe that he's got going now, and that.
It was because of his comeback though, what he had gone through though.
But yeah, I mean, you know that too. I mean, you know everything that he went through to get to where he's at, and
And
it
and,
it
and it
it,
was
it, it
public. It was public what he
was
went
very
through. So
public. I mean,
yeah, so
and Louis. Well, let me not go there. Um, but and I can if you
yeah.
want, but
Yeah, go for
no,
it, dude.
for
Yeah.
Louis
I
when he
mean,
came out after his incidents that he had, we were the only ones. Kane's Block was the only one that let him on the radio.
mhm.
Nobody
Oh,
wanted to give him an interview. Everybody thought that he was what people were labeling him as. And me and Louis have been good friends for a long time. So I told him, I got your back, bro. Come on with it. I lost a
yeah.
couple of people over it.
That's just ridiculous,
I had
man.
people that were completely against Louis coming to KNON and being on the radio.
That is horrible.
You know, we supported him, and look at him now. You know, he's doing his thing, and that's why I say with the Grupo Frontera thing, you know, they might have came out and labeled themselves as this, but when you over time, you have so many songs in your library, you
All
can
right.
kind of define yourself as somebody else, and I define them as cumbia, but I'm
Okay.
not the end all word on that. You know,
And just for
Yeah.
the record, I've reached out to Louis a couple times and he's just ignored me. So if you
Louis,
ever holler at him, let him know, hey, Nemo was trying to get a hold of you.
Louis is
So
super busy. I did an
I was,
interview with Louis about 2 months ago.
I know, but he's okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that. We'll
Okay.
go with that.
I
About two
got you.
months ago, I did an interview with them, and Louis' life has changed.
Oh, big time.
A year ago, we were sitting at the club on a Wednesday night drinking and
Mm,
partying, and now this year, Louis is all over the country, and you can't get a hold of him. So
yeah.
life has changed for him. I mean, even for me to get him to KNON is a bit of a task, and
Yeah.
that's what happens with stardom.
Oh, yeah. And good for him. He's blessed. Good for him. Did a good
I
job.
hope I'm a good interview. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're doing good.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
all right. I suck at producing, and
Look,
Nemo
Lord Missile
will
Lewis.
get every chance to do it. Tell me
He's
that I
one of our
suck.
P1s.
Yeah. Hey, Luis. How's it going? Hilda. Say hello from Harlingen, Texas.
Right?
Hilda's a singer, and you know what? She's coming out with a country western song. So,
Nice.
Hilda, send it to him, KNON, and he'll pass it along to the right people. All right.
She's a great interview.
Yeah, she is. She has her own podcast too with our friend DJ Indio Lawrence. It's called Cubo Podcast.
She has a great voice.
Yes, she does. Alfredo, Alfredo's another regular on the show.
The lone
He,
Mexican.
yeah, and his group that he plays with is Grupo Fijo, and he's got a granddaughter who is her name's Ali Gonro, with Grupo Ro, and she's just starting out. She's doing well.
She's on Shelly's label. She's one of the artists on the Shelly's label.
Shelly
What's up,
Lattis, yeah.
Shelly Lattice, yeah.
Yeah, and then Bumper. Bumper's got a big podcast. It's Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Hey, Bumper, long time no see here.
Yeah. He's probably tuning
I
into
thought
the noise you were talking about him last week.
I probably was. Bumper has been avoiding me. I don't know what's up, Bumper. I mean, I'm always trying to support you, but throw us a bone every once in a while. I guess I don't know.
like he
All right.
has to.
I always go to his podcast and go shout out from DFW. He never said, "Hey,
He's a
buddy, how's
busy
it
man.
going?"
He got time for you.
All right, yeah, he's going on to bigger and better things, I guess. Okay, Hilda says, "I love the blues." Yeah, she's a versatile singer.
He's big
She
time
sings,
versatile.
yeah, she
Nice.
does a lot of things. Oh, and our get in
Yeah,
our
they
chat.
always talk. They always chat within each other because we normally don't come on at 45 after. We normally hit the chat,
Yeah,
and meanwhile they're chatting.
they
It's
like to
kind
say hi to each other all the time.
of
Like,
Shout out to Marcus Daniels right there. I see Marcus Daniels in there in the chat.
oh yeah, he's there. He was on the show last week.
Oh, nice, nice.
Thank
He
you
was
for
over at
supporting.
Players last week too, doing the
Oh, he
show.
was okay. Hey,
okay.
Albert.
Okay, we can't ignore other people first though. Go
Oh,
back up. Go back to. We'll get there,
What
Kane.
the
We'll
yeah,
hell?
get
look, we
there.
were going in line.
This is Hilda said,
Oh,
"Thank you for being supportive of new music." Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's what he's all about.
Very welcome.
Okay. And Albert, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. So,
And I'm from San
hey, they're
Antonio.
from San
Saludos.
Antonio. And Marcus, what's up from Waco, Texas?
That's his
All
name,
right.
Tough Diggler. Did you know that? Did
Yeah,
you introduce him as Tough Diggler?
No, I didn't.
I have his shirt. I wear his shirt all the time.
Oh,
I did.
nice.
Yeah.
So you had him on last week. Did you try and recruit him to be the co-host?
No, I saw he was over at Players.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
no,
one
no.
of the players.
All the radio spots.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
when I was producing the spot, I saw he was over there. He's
Yeah,
got
he
one of
got,
my great songs. One of my favorite songs is Contigo.
okay.
Oh, okay.
He got on me because he said I didn't show support. I didn't know he was playing here. You know? So, let's see.
You should be
Hilda.
listening to KNON, and then you would have known.
Okay. That's true. Or look at Facebook on his page, but I don't go on there
Oh,
either.
even better. Yeah, since you're friends.
I know. Well, he should have said something on the Three Amigos show because I watch that all the time.
But he wants a direct text message.
Yeah, and he wants to be special for some reason. He thinks he's actually somebody. He says, "I'm somebody here." He's like,
I'm so,
I swear.
I'm
But
He
he
gets
wants a flyer
upset.
made that says, "We're requesting that you show up tonight."
He,
Oh god, god.
he
And,
expects you to know who he is and know what he's about. I'm surprised he's not angry with you because you don't.
oh no
After
no
the
no
show,
no
he's gonna
no
talk
no
noise
no
about you.
no
Can
no
you
no no
believe he
no
didn't
no
know
no
who I
no
was
no
and
no no.
stuff?
Hey, look, I'm
He's
gonna
like,
text. I'm gonna text him Friday. Listen to Kane's vlog. I'm asking personally.
Okay. What channel are you guys on?
Need your support, bro. Post a
All right.
yeah.
You're wrong.
I said Bumper, I'm here. Okay, I gave you a shout out, Bumper. See, I gave you a shout out. Like
Sorry,
that.
Bumper. Sorry,
Okay.
man. Sorry for all.
I don't read the comments. Producer does.
Oh,
Now you
Okay.
know. It's not.
He,
It has nothing to do
he,
with it. He's a
Bumper's too
talent.
big to read his
He's a
comments.
talent. He's a talent, and he has a producer who does all the little stuff. Unlike you, you're the producer with no talent. But go ahead.
All right. You know, as he climbed the ladder,
hey, he's got the hat. That's all he needs.
that's
Yeah,
true. Like that. And
not you, Bumper.
oh, Bumper. Hey, I gave Bumper one of my shirts, exclusive Tejano time. It's Tejano time shirts, but hey, I didn't get a Bumper shirt.
So Hilda said the song dropped hazy with a chance of
Oh.
rain. Did y'all know that?
Oh, okay, yeah. I think she was telling us on the show that it was gonna drop like the following weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Have you had a
So
chance to? Oh, you don't play the country. Has it come out across your desk?
No,
Hey, not yet. Okay, Hilda, you gotta send it.
Jesse G, KNON.org.
All right.
I'll send it to our.
Oh, here it is.
We'll put it on the
Yeah, yeah.
well.
You already know that, Marcus.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus, how about us, man? Do we ever get any kind of plugs here or thank you or anything like that? It's all about you and Kane today. What's
Hey,
going
we
on?
got 2 T-shirts and 2 posters.
See, we don't get shit from him, man. All we get to do is pronounce his Tough Diggler like 5 times in a row. Tough Diggler, Tough Diggler, Tough Diggler.
It's crazy. They used to call me middle school.
Hilda says, I will make sure to get some over to you tonight. All right. Okay, it's 8:01. Nemo's
Is
got
that
to
it?
go to bed.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
perfect.
Okay, so we.
Oh, you
timed
want to plug
it.
anything? What do you? I mean, I know you do old school. Any places else that you DJ?
Yeah.
You want to plug?
So, of course, Fridays on Kane's Block, 12 to 4 every Friday afternoon. Make sure you listen to our other shows because there's a lot of great shows. You got Albert on Monday. You got Tuesday. You got DJ Corona and the Latin Party. Wednesdays you got DJ EO8 and Miss Stephanie and Johnny Makes Some Vicious and Norteño Joe. They do a great job. Thursday you have the Thursday Tejano show with Crazy J. Of course, Friday you have myself. Overnight you got Flash 45 Thursday nights to Friday morning, 12 midnight to 4 a.m. Then Saturdays you got the Super Tejano show, and then you finish off the weekend with
Wait,
Miss
what
Q from
what
4 to
time
8 p.m.
is what time
Love
is
Super Tejano.
Saturday? What time
Super
is Super
Tejano
Tejano?
Saturdays from 12 to 4 p.m.
12 to
And they
4.
Monday.
play some good stuff, man.
Oh,
Old
man, they
school
jam.
stuff. They play some art. They pull it out of the archives and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I'm pretty sure they have like a house full of like CDs everywhere that they
Oh
just
yeah,
work
cassettes.
through. There was one day one of them came and said I was digging in the closet and here's all these CDs you can give away to people, and I was like, dang, I ain't seen that CD since I was born.
I remember
Giveaway.
KNON. I remember KNON had the 8-track players in there
We've
back in the day.
upgraded since then, but yes,
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
how
But
the
my gosh,
commercials
they
were
still
played.
had it. I was like, huh.
The commercials played that way for the longest time too.
Yeah, well, we're doing a little bit better nowadays, so we got some upgraded
Congratulations.
equipment.
Okay.
Also, I DJ Wednesdays. I do a Loteria night over at Old School Texas. It's a pretty good time over there. They give away money. Fridays and Saturdays, I do Old School Texas as well. On the second club, I do hip hop, reggaeton, and Latin dance. Sunday nights, I do the all new Max nightclub, which is quickly becoming the number one Sunday night spot in the city. I mean, I'm sure you've seen all the
Where's
promotions.
that at?
It's where the old OUI used to be at, right before you turn down the street to go to DMX, right
Okay.
before you get to the Longhorn Ice House,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
the Wattis Cafe.
Okay.
It's right there on Northwood Highway, across from New Fine Arts. So if you're
Okay.
a freak,
For those
Oh,
people,
okay.
it's
for those people that
By,
aren't
by,
from
by the
back,
Gentleman's Club.
yeah, it's right
yeah,
there.
Or
It's
yeah.
right there by the Gentleman's Club, right past the
Got it.
right off of Northwest
you
Highway.
can't miss it. And we're fastly becoming the number one Sunday night spot. It's a great place. So yeah, and then I do private gigs, weddings, quinceaneras, sweet sixteens, all
And
of.
they could go to your Facebook group and get a hold of you.
Yeah, you can always find me on social media at Kane's Block, KANESBLOCK. Just Google it, Kane's Block, and it pops up everything
Okay.
that I'm ever been in.
Are you on Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, well X.
X.
I'm about to create a Threads account. I'm on multiple mixed websites and stuff. So
Okay.
Kane's Block, everything.
But
Google.
Facebook's probably the biggest one they.
Facebook is my main spot where I make sure I put all my information at.
Okay.
Instagram tends to be more of my trips. My Snapchat tends to be 5-second clips of wherever I'm at. And my Twitter tends to stay empty because there's a bunch of nut jobs there.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
badass. Badass.
thanks for being on the show, and
Yeah.
thanks for all you do at KNON.
Thank you guys
All
for
right.
having me, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
boss. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate
Yeah,
you showing the
appreciate
love,
you.
coming out here last minute. And to be honest, you weren't last minute because you've been on the radar, man. It's all
It's
perfect
Buddy's
storm.
fault.
Worked
It's
out.
Buddy's
Yeah,
fault.
Nice. Well, hopefully we get to do another one someday and
absolutely, man.
talk about
Anytime.
everything else.
Anytime. You ever have anything big coming up, like a big Kano event
Yeah,
or
if
something?
it,
You have with,
I actually don't
you're,
have my events in front of me, but
yeah,
you can follow me on social media. I'm doing a different show every 2 weeks.
okay.
yeah.
Um,
I
4 nights
now,
of the week, I'm in a different venue in either city. So just feel free to follow me and see what I got going on. I'm
Okay.
constantly doing stuff. I mean, there's not I've been working 6 weeks without a day off. So
okay. If you do a benefit with that's predominantly Tejano, and you want what's the name of it on the Saturday? The super
super
thing?
Tejano show.
Like that. If they want to
With
be on
Lady
the show,
D and
we book like 6-8
Easy.
weeks in advance, like
Okay.
that. But
yeah, but who do we have next week?
okay, did have Patsy Torres
See?
was going to be on the show, but she called me last week and she had a conflict and she asked me for a different date. in
So who do we
November.
have next week? It's open.
That's
Well,
open.
let's get
Is that
him
the-
on. Let's get him on.
I'm
Wait,
just
wait,
looking
wait.
for an
Let
answer.
me-
That's
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
let's get him on.
Wait, okay, wait. Let me make sure it is.
I
Open.
have to check with them though. Let me
Yeah, absolutely.
let me
Yeah.
check
Okay,
with those
wait.
guys and see
Yeah.
what they got going on. And
Let me make sure it's open.
Is-
Is it Patsy?
You just said that she postponed.
Okay, yeah, because I just want to make sure that was the 15th. Okay, on the 15th, we're open. We could get talk to him. Nemo, you're going to coordinate, okay?
Just
Coordinate.
send him my.
All right.
my-
And then we
my
have
job.
Jenny B. Jenny B is coming on the following week,
nice.
All right.
like that.
So,
Hey, are you familiar with Jenny B?
not Jenny 69, but Jenny B.
No, I might be. It just depends. Yeah.
Jenny B is awesome. She's a upcoming star in the Tejano industry. I think she used to do reggaeton back in the day, right?
I mean, and actually, now that I know that you guys are up and doing it, you're to 794 with me.
What's that?
Because you said you had 793 followers, and you're trying to get to 1,000.
Oh, okay. You're gonna say okay. I did. I was
I'm
going.
gonna subscribe, and you got
All
one
right.
more right here.
All right. Well, tell
And
everybody.
I will do my
again.
best to help promote you guys. You guys are amazing. I
All
appreciate
right.
Yeah, I appreciate you, boss. Man.
Okay,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man.
All
For
right.
real.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
Okay.
And again, thanks for all you do for KNON
I appreciate
and the
you.
DFW. All right. All right, Nemo. That you know what? This time, it worked out for us.
Yeah.
Because there are times you give me the phone numbers and they don't work, or those people just don't show up.
They,
Or
don't- they ignore
cancel.
you. For some reason, people like to ignore you.
Okay, but they're your
Wonder why.
contacts.
I know.
Like that. But I'm glad DJ Kane pulled through, and he was a pretty interesting guy. I didn't know some of the things that we were talking about before the show, and so
Like
I'm
what?
glad. And like I said, if his wife Q's his wife, like if she needs any
That's
help,
her DJ. That's her DJ name.
okay, if she needs help learning how to do the
oh.
podcast, or again,
She's
Easy
a very intelligent woman. I'll tell you that. So
Okay.
I doubt that she needs help. But okay.
okay, it's out there. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time.
And I'm Nemo with Tejano USA.
And you've been listening and watching Tejano Talk. All right, Nemo. You're going to book the next group for next week.
And in broadcast.
You're responsible for next
In
week's show.
broadcast.
You're responsible for next
Yeah,
week's
I'm
show.
gonna get them
Okay.
on. I'm gonna get them on. Yeah.
And broadcast.